And after being hit really hard by Sandy last year, officials here in our area say that they are ready for whatever this year may bring.
Fox 5's Dan Bowen's here with that piece of our info. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Dan.
Derry and Ernie, forecasters are already predicting an above average and possibly extremely active year. In fact, according to the National Hurricane Center, this year there will be between 13 to 20 named storms. Of those, 11 are predicted to become hurricanes, with 3 to 6 of those being major hurricanes, meaning Category 3 hurricanes or above throughout our area. As efforts to rebuild continue, work to get ready for future storms is also well underway. You may not think of New York City as a waterfront community, but with more than 500 miles of coastland, New York is one of the largest urban waterfront areas in the world. If 2 hurricanes in the last 2 years taught us anything, it is that we are vulnerable.
You have to leave. You should get out now.
Hurricane Sandy damaged thousands of structures, killing more than 40 people. This year, as a new hurricane season begins, the possibility of another storm is very real.
We now know from the forecasts over a 70% increase in probability of a major hurricane hitting the United States, another Sandy in our lifetime, and so we need to take a top-to-bottom, bottom-to-top approach towards preparing and fortifying.
Long Island Congressman Steve Israel recently hosted a hurricane seminar with local emergency responders. He says as New Yorkers build back from Sandy, lawmakers should also consider strengthening building codes to ensure structures near the coast are better prepared. He also says new rules to protect electrical boxes and generators so they don't flood should also be on the table.
Hospitals with generators in their basements had some very significant flooding and power issues. So we've got to help hospitals, for example, move those generators to higher floors, move them to the ceilings if that's possible.
In New York City, the mayor's office has 59 recommendations to improve on after Hurricane Sandy. It's a range of issues, including adding 640,000 people to evacuation zones to more common sense solutions, like replacing some NYPD metal boats with rubberized inflatable ones, so search and rescue teams don't have to worry as much about downed power lines in the immediate aftermath of a storm. The MTA also planning to be better prepared, adding a seawall on its newly reopened Rockaway line. And in years to come, subway entrances could be better protected by rollout screens like this one. Con Ed also taking steps to prevent future problems this week, saying they've added a mile of concrete walls and steel gates to protect its network of equipment.
We built those walls at about 10 locations. It's over a mile of walls were installed in the last couple of months, and about 1,000 cubic yards of concrete were poured.
No matter how much government prepares, it is all of us, the people, who must also be ready.
The most important tool we all have in our toolbox is preparedness. So understand it's going to happen. Not only should government learn the lessons from the last storm, but individuals should try and learn the lessons that they were taught during the last storm and use those lessons to make sure that they'll be more resilient and safer in the next one.
Now, Derry and Ernie, forecasters are already predicting a storm in the Gulf of Mexico as we speak. As we mentioned, hurricane season starts on June 1st. It lasts all the way until November 30th. We have linked our site to the City of Office Emergency Management site, so you can learn more about what you can do to prepare. Our website, of course, myfoxny.com.